Hey boys and girls, Mr. Beard here with your class recap for Tuesday, November 29th, 2011. We began today with our daily language. If you were not here, make sure you go to our class website and get that daily language and do it on your own then, because we will be turning those in and it is your responsibility to get those daily languages even for the days you were not here. The second thing we did was read the Odyssey, pages 1000 to 103. 1003. You may remember that Odysseus has returned to Ithaca. He is disguised as a beggar by Athena, and only his son, Telemachus, knows of his arrival. We will see in this scene that Odysseus is able to wander in his homeland unrecognized. So, Odysseus decides to go into town amongst the suitors. On the way into town, they find a dog that is in very, very bad shape. The dog is old, as you can see here. The dog is old and in very poor shape. Odysseus recognizes this dog as his old hunting dog that he had just raised as a pup before leaving. And now the dog is old and at the end of its life, and this saddens Odysseus. And we see this very human side of his character, this very caring side of his character. This old dog that's laying on a pile of manure that no one cares about, Odysseus cares about. You can see just the manginess of this poor dog. And the dog, after seeing its master, passes away, and Athena takes it up to live a life of hunting in dog heaven, wherever that is. Then Odysseus goes into the suitors' dining area and begs for scraps of bread, and which many of them give him, and except for one jerk, Antonius, who questions him and says, "Why bring in such filth?" and demands that Odysseus leave them alone. Odysseus calls him out, saying it's not even his food. This angers him. As you can see, this angers Antonius because Odysseus says, "It's a pity. You have more looks than sense. You sit here eating another man's food, and you won't even give me a few scraps." This does not go well with Antonius, and he throws a stool at Odysseus. But because Odysseus is only disguised as a beggar, and underneath that he's really a strong, strapping hero, it just bounces right off of him. Seeing this, Penelope asks to meet this poor beggar who has been treated so poorly. So next scene, we will get to see Penelope and the disguised Odysseus finally meet. After doing the drawings, after reading the questions, reading the Odyssey rather, we have some questions and some drawing. The questions are here. What conflicting values about strangers and how they should be treated does the exchange between Odysseus and Antonius reveal? Why does Antonius become so angry with the beggar? Which is a simple recall question. And what values regarding the use of violence and physical force are evident in Odysseus' speech on page 1002? So, answer those questions. Afterwards, your homework for today, to finish today, due tomorrow, will be to draw Odysseus as a beggar. What do you think he looks like as a beggar? The real challenge will be imbuing him with heroic qualities, the hidden heroic qualities that he may possess. I'll give you an example real quick. It's an artist's rendition of Odysseus as a beggar. You see he's got these rags on and he's old and disheveled, but nonetheless he's still the strapping hero with this sense of calm on his face. So even though he looks disheveled and shabby, he is still the epic hero Odysseus at heart. And that finishes what we covered in class today on Tuesday, November 29th. Thank you for listening.